of anyone who's got one of those tennis balls hanging on a piece of string at the back of the garage so that when you drive in, your windscreen touches it and you don't ding the front. Inventions don't need to be high-tech, complicated things. It's Meta Shetty who's come up with a very simple solution to a perennial and painful problem involving one of those and one of those.
Well, basically, I've got a safety nailer. Safety nailer was designed by me and manufactured by myself. Well, the safety nailer is a small device which fits onto your finger, and it's got a small magnet in it which holds the nail. It allows you to put the nail in your hand without using the first finger, right? And then you're able to nail off. Most trippies use nail guns these days, but safety nailer is used by the kindergartens throughout New Zealand, mainly down in Christchurch. And the kindergartens love them. At the present time, I'm unemployed, and with inventing, it's all shoestring. And basically, a die cost me somewhere around about $14,000, and that's a lot of money which I had to come up with. I had a little bit of support through the business development, who gave me, I think, $7,000. I've made 3,000 of them, and I've sold 1,500. It hasn't taken off. It really needs a bigger market, such as an overseas market, to come in and to take it off, either using it as the safety nailer, as an advertising gimmick, no hit your fingers or something like that.
Whatever happens to the safety nailer, you'd have to say it's a classic piece of Kiwi ingenuity. With the whole number 8 wire thing, if you like. So is our next invention. The only difference here is that it actually uses number 8 wire. Adapted to give recycling a new twist.
Recycling's been a bit of a trend for me. I've recycled for a long, long time. The one thing that really gets me is all the people that don't recycle. It's something that once you throw it away, we can never really have it back again unless we go to the trouble of digging it out and sorting it and that sort of thing. So there has to be a better way. So the more uses you can find for materials which are normally end up in the ground, then I think there's great benefit to everybody.
Gary's come up with a way to reuse plastic containers as stock feeders, and the essential ingredient is number 8 wire.
We came up with a problem of whenever we fed the horses, we could never find the feed bowls. You get a night like a few nights ago when we had a bit of a storm and found a couple of our neighbours' trees in the paddock, but we couldn't find the feed bowls. I presume the neighbours are using them. So we came along and put together something which this particular bracket, I patented the bracket, and basically we use it for everything from putting salt blocks on the fence to hanging out feed bowls on the fences. The bracket simply just manipulated onto the fence, simply fits onto the fence, and once it goes on, that's it. So wherever you leave it, that's where you find it.
As he says, Gary's patented this simple solution, but how do you patent a bent bit of wire?
You have to prove the novelty of an item, the usefulness of an item, and the need for the item, and how it differs from anything else that's come along beforehand. And much like the man that made the electric fence standard and the cat's eye and things like that, who knows, one day you'll find my bent pieces of number 8 wire all over the world, we hope.
No, let's not hope. Let's be confident. Let's believe he'll succeed. And the same goes for our next inventor, who's got another recycling solution. Now, here's a brain teaser. Suppose you had a bit of cement, some sand, as found on your average beach, sawdust, plenty of, good quality, and a few old newspapers. Oldie's beauty contest. That's me. Suppose you had a few thousand of those, and the other ingredients. What would you make? A Hensra brick. Well, it is, isn't it? It's a brick.
Yeah, it's environmentally friendly brick.
The Invo brick. Eco brick.
Yeah,
is that what you've actually called it? The eco brick?
Yeah, eco brick.
Some of these are quite, that's presumably got more cement in it than that one.
Yeah, I think actually this has all cement and sand in it.
Okay. So you would know which of these is the best brick?
Probably all useful for something, because like it depends if you want to use it mainly for insulation or if you want more strength in it. So
It's interesting because they're quite light. They're lighter
Yeah,
than ordinary brick, aren't
definitely,
they?
yeah.
But you could build with these. You could
yeah,
use these as a
you could
structural
definitely use them as
in a structural wall.
hmm
What gave you the idea?
I was watching TV like
Were you?
teenagers do, yeah.
Yes.
And these people were making houses out of hay bales and covering them with clay, and thought about other stuff that we waste in New Zealand, and the first thing that came to mind was basically the trees. So I thought paper and sawdust, which, yeah.
How long did it then take to finally produce an eco brick that you were prepared to show people?
2 years.
2
2 years,
years.
yeah. Like the first year I did it, and I did actually take it into the science fair, but I also experimented on the weathering effects for them, and I left them all outside, and like with rain and hail and sunshine and everything. And I saw quite a few of them. They were crumbling along the sides, and so I thought that the ingredients weren't adhering properly together. So the next trial lot that I made, I used a special ingredient, I could say.
A secret ingredient.
Yes, a secret ingredient, yes.
So are you the world's youngest brick millionaires yet?
No, but I'm crossing my fingers.
Well, good luck. And let's hope the brick ends up in lots of walls soon.
Yeah.
Well, the rat comes in the hole here.
Coming up next, the new way to rid yourself of rats.
8 years ago, I had this rat which came and chewed holes in my life.
And a machine that makes money out of marsupials.